Hello again, my faithful sweeties. Today, I would like to talk about traumas of your life. Traumas sometimes resurface as you grow older, or maybe they never left at all. Just being, you've just been carrying baggage throughout your whole life. Yes, it's true. Unresolved hurt and pain can sometimes manage to accumulate over the course of your life, especially if you've buried it or you never really took the time to allow yourself to feel and work through the hurt and pain. So, therefore, the trauma is causing you even more hurt and pain in your present life. And sometimes you've even worked through it, but you're just still going through the traumas. Because sometimes, even though you work through your traumas, um, you have times where you will feel sad or depressed or something like that. So sometimes it tends to come back up, but sometimes it's just about, learning how to work through the traumas. What I want to say to you is that it's okay to feel. It's okay to cry, even if someone has taught you it's not. Or maybe you were taught what happens in this family stays in this family. Don't listen to people who tell you to get over it. Everyone deals with things in their own time and in their own way. And that's truly okay to do. The question is family really considered family if they have helped cause the trauma because they're the ones who did it to you, or are covering up things that they know happened to you, or not being honest about things that happened to you, or just about your life, period? They don't ever take the time to ask themselves how they would feel if they had to go through what you've been going through or have gone through. I want to say to you that even if you can't go to therapy or you don't have anyone that you can trust to talk to, sorry, my nose keeps itching, allergies, that you can talk to God. Get you a journal, write down what happened, how you felt, when it happened, who did it, where it took place, how many times it happened, how you felt when it happened, how you feel now about what happened, steps you can take to keep yourself safe, to keep it from happening again. Make up some daily inspirational affirmations for yourself that you can read out loud or even read to yourself daily. I recently shared some daily affirmations I created myself that you could use if you would like. Just go to my homepage and click on playlists. As time goes along, I'll even be adding more affirmations as well. This is something God leads me to do. Everything that I do on here, God leads me to do it. I don't move unless God leads me to do. So if I'm not on here every day, these are the reasons why I'm not. It's time for you to take your power back. It's time for you to take your power back. Don't keep giving them your power, because you are a strong survivor. You can make it through whatever you're battling, no matter what it is. Please don't keep hurting your body in whatever ways that you are. Please get help. Pray to God. Ask Him to help heal your pain and whatever addiction or however you may be hurting yourself. The truth is, some things in your life you may have gone through or maybe going through, you will never completely 100% get over it. But you can learn to live with what you have gone through or experienced and learn to work through it. So that when or if you experience sad times, anxiety, depression, or whatever you may experience, you will know how to bring yourself up out of what you are feeling. You know, a lot of people who get drunk are addicted to smoking, addicted to doing drugs, or maybe even other things that they may be doing because of what they've gone through or are currently experiencing. My heart truly goes out to anyone that has taught them that they had to keep their mouths closed about something that was wrongfully done to them, or maybe they were threatened to keep their mouth closed. It's just simply not okay. It's not okay. Me personally, I feel like when they are locking people up for selling drugs, being drunk, or things like that, it really doesn't help because it's hard for some people to get off of those things once they get started. Now, there are some that have just prayed to God and they had the strong will to where they were able to quit safely on their own. But then there are those that truly just have to do therapy to stop. Even people who are SAs, when they are locked up, and this goes for anyone who's locked up, when they get locked up, they are not being asked questions like, did you really do it? And you know, you're gonna have some people that are gonna say that they didn't do it and they really did do it. But they should have somebody there that's able to discern and know when somebody's telling the truth and when they're not telling the truth. And sometimes you just can't tell when somebody is lying. So that is why some people are in jail for things that they didn't do. And then you have some people in jail because they just put them in there and they knew very well that the people didn't do it. So they're not being asked questions like, when did they first start? What happened that made them start doing what it is that they are doing? Who was the first person that made them do it or told them it's okay? Or who is currently making them do it or telling them it's okay? And those same things need to be asked to the question. The same things need to be asked to the person that is making them do it, because it may be someone that made them do it. Then make other people do that. Like made them go and do the things that they're making other people do. But then you have those that are just out there doing it to people because they just enjoy doing it and they get a kick out of it. And it's not cool. Because if you really think about it, it's not going to help them. Jail does not help with certain things. Some people truly need therapy, and the therapy needs to be done by therapists who genuinely care about people and who love God. I also think SAs need to be in facilities with therapists where they are closely monitored so they can't ever get out and hurt anyone else. And if you really think about it, there are more drugs and alcohol and people being hurt in jail than it is on the streets. So is jail safe? Of course it's not. And a lot of times, once released, when they get out, they're going to go right back to doing what they've been doing, especially when they are addicted to selling drugs or using them, or they're being forced to do it, or they can't find them a job. Because when you get out, they don't even give you a chance to get a job. Like some things that people are going to jail for is not worth them saying that they can't have a job. It's just really stupid. Now, when someone is a SA or some really horrible crimes, I can see that. But some crimes, I think that they should be given a chance to do um, or to get a job. Um, Now, when it comes to SAs, they're going to hurt someone else. Um, that's been my experience. Like being around people that did that, or not being around people, or just knowing of people that did it. Well, yes, being around people too, because I've had people that did that to me. And they didn't actually go to jail for doing that because people protected them. But when they did go to jail, they just got right back out and did the same thing to the people again, or to people that they did stuff to. And a lot of people do that. So I want to say like 90% of the time, it may be a lower percentage, not really sure. They're going to do it again, the SAs. There is really a need for facilities with therapists and polices, guards, and they should live there for the rest of their lives. That the people that I'm talking about are people who are convicted of being SAs. Also, when people are in jail or have to go to facilities, they shouldn't be mistreated. They just need to keep a close watch on them. A lot of times, it's actually the ones who are locking people up that have them selling the drugs, and also other people in high positions as well, as making them that are making them do it once they get into prison, and also in jail, or even when they get out of the jails, because they are scared or afraid of them. It's really sad that there have been so many people that have taken their own lives because they're tired of being bullied or afraid of people that are high up, or just people that are so evil and they really make you afraid, and therefore you end up doing things that they make you do, or you just lay there and let them do it because you're so afraid and you're so scared, or anything that's been done to them. And innocent lives have also been taken because of people trying to cover up what they have made people do, because the people were going to tell on them. There are a lot of innocent lives, innocent people who don't even commit the crimes that they are in jail or in prison for, and it's just simply not okay. God is not pleased. People think they have gotten away with mistreating people for no reason at all. Well, let me tell you something. You haven't, because God sees and He knows all. And the last person that you have to answer to is God. And these days, God is not playing, because he's like he's really punishing people these days. It used to take a long time, but now it seems like it really doesn't take a long time at all. I know sometimes it seems like people that may have done things to you, seems like they just have all the luck in the world, because it seems like that to me too. But if you really think about it, sometimes they sit at home, or they're sitting places, and they're suffering. They're doing things to their own self because they really do feel some kind of way about the things that they've done to you, or the devil is eating them up because of the things that they've done to you, because he loves people that does wrong things to people. Um so believe me, like I said once again, God sees all, and they still have to answer to Him. When it comes to people getting drunk, people who are addicted to smoking, or addicted to doing drugs, or addicted to doing other things, some of them really do want and have tried going to therapy. but things may have happened and therefore they were no longer able to. I know me myself, I went to therapy and I wasn't able to go for that long because when I went I was threatened and the therapist was also threatened, so I wasn't able to go anymore. So people do get threatened. So sometimes when people are telling you that you need to go to therapists, it's not always a good idea, especially if you know that the person that have done that to you, they're some high up people or something like that. It's not always safe. You have to figure out what's going to be best for you, like what type of therapy you can get. So this is why I'm saying, for those of you that are not able to talk about or tell someone or go to a therapist for what you've gone through, this is why I say journal, because it truly does help. Even listening to music helps me because I love singing. Um, I think the reason why I truly never, and I am grateful that I've never been addicted to drugs, smoking, or drinking, is because I don't hold my feelings in. I've always been somebody that was willing to talk, even if I had to speak to myself on the inside. Um, and when I went through things, I told people, but they didn't believe me, or either they sided with the person that did wrong things. And then I did have people that did believe me, that did try to help, but they hurt me and them. So that's what made me like almost like go into a shell and allow people to do things to me and make me do things which is not okay, that people do people like that. Even though I'm not able to really always talk to a therapist or someone, I talk to God. And remember that you can talk to God as well. Get you a journal. You could even start a YouTube channel as your journal. You don't have to show your face. That is if you don't want to. You can even not name it your name. Tell your story, because your story does matter. I don't care what anyone says to you. As long as you know that you're telling the truth and you're not lying, I want you to always know that your story does matter. And telling your story could truly help someone else. So try not to be afraid and be open to telling your story. That is if God leads you to. But if God doesn't lead you to, journal and go to therapy. That is if you're able to. But if you're able to, tell your story. Join a support group. You can even start a support group with people. And that would be something good. Thank you so much for listening. That's all I have for this evening. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I just wanted to thank you all for liking, commenting, subscribing, and to those who have shared my channel or videos that I have posted. And for those who watch my videos all the way through, I want to say thank you very much. And I am so happy to be on here. And I'm just proud of myself that I'm finally doing exactly what God told me to do. And that's all I've ever wanted to do in my life. And I've always strived to do in my life is do what God told me to do. Now, I'm not perfect because no one in this world is perfect. But I've always tried to treat others as I wanted to treat it, like God wants us all to do. So treat others as you wish to be treated. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and know that you are a strong survivor. I am Cre-cre Inspires. I create to inspire. And if no one else loves you, God loves you, and I love you. Bye-bye.